Yo, what's up? How's it going? I like to start videos off like this sometimes because I want to show you that even though I'm wise, I'm not fucking serious all the time. You know what I mean? I don't look at life in a serious manner. I'll have fun with life. But it's Father's Day, alright? And I am always happy on this day, even though I don't got a dad. Because I look at it, one, as a regular day. And number two, the way my dad passed away was very spiritual, man. I'm in content with his death. I don't need anybody to feel sorry for me for it. I am who I am because of the fact that he died. And maybe I would be who I am even if he stayed alive. You know, I don't know. But you always have to look at the positives of something so negative that seems negative, and you gotta move on. I want to tell you something a little bit about my dad. You know what I mean? I want to share with you guys about my dad because I can now because of this internet thing. I learned more about my dad after he passed away. Because in grade 9, when he passed away from cancer, I was never really aware and didn't really get to know the person, right? And then later on, I realized the actions that he did, how he behaved, and how I'm so, like, my personality is so much like his, you know what I mean? And at his funeral, there were like a shit ton of people, like there was no space to sit. And that's exactly how I'm out of my life as. I don't look at how much money I'm gonna make, I look at how many people are gonna be at my funeral. I learned a lot from my dad, my grandfather became a little bit my dad role, you know. I became a little bit my dad role too, my little brother. Things happen in our family, right? Like the roles kind of change just a little bit, right? It's fine. But why am I telling you all this, man? Is so you can understand that you got time with your dad, you know what I mean? And cherish that shit, man. I get emotional with shit, but cherish that. Cause it doesn't last forever, you know what I mean? You might be mad at your dad for being strict. You might be mad at your dad for having a certain kind of perspective on shit. You might be. My dad did some things where he wanted me to study all the time, but it was like, I didn't want to. I want to be creative, right? And it's like, our parents make decisions based off what they were taught. So don't be mad at your father, you know what I mean? Like, you got a certain amount of time that you don't put into perspective, but if you look at it that way, that every moment is so precious, and you would ask him questions now, you would get to know him now, I kid you not, man, it would just flourish your guys' relationship. The reason I'm emotional is because I understand the depth of what I'm saying. I've been there, man, I am there. So if you got a father that's like, pisses you off sometimes, put that shit aside, man, love your dad, you know what I mean? Love him for actually caring about you, even if you might inflict his fear upon you, you know what I mean? And if you got a pops that's awesome, love him still, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to say this time so short. And I know this is the type of day where it's like, you know, you're having a good time with your pops and people look at my account, they might not want to see something so emotional. It's like, you gotta embrace this, man. If you don't listen to my video right now, you don't go through this whole thing, I kid you not, you're missing out on perspective. Because if I don't share my story, I don't know how I can reach out and actually make a difference in people's life. And some of the things I actually share are deep, you know? So, I love my dad. And I'm not sad that he's gone. Because I am, but I don't dwell on that sadness. I'm like, I am who I am today because he's gone. And that's funny to say. Like, me and my brother crack jokes about the fact that he's dead. Like, we'll crack some dark jokes, you know what I mean? People tripping out. And it's like just how we see things. Because the guy totally told us where he was going. He told my grandma, he's like, I'm going to Sheikh Sant. Meaning he's going to save up for these sons. I'm like, whoa, that's trippy. Bro, do your thing. Like, I'm grade 9. I'm like, life's deep. You know what I mean? And so the way he died, it made me realize, like, yo, there's deeper shit to life, man. There's money thing, because he was chasing after money too. And when he died, he became Amritari and religious. I'm not religious, though. I don't have to be. I'm just saying, like, he was, though. And I'm like, whoa, like, this deep shit, man. Like, this story about my dad when he passed away is real deep. And I'll make a video about that some other time. But this is just a little snippet into that, you know? It's like, my whole perception of life changed after that. So, thank you to the universe for how my life played out, because I never look at anything in my life and say I fucking feel bad for myself or I complain or anything like that. And that's why who I am for my adversity. I am who I am because of my adversity. But I do want to shine the light on, man, embrace your father. You know, like the sadness that comes in within me is because he is not here right now. So just kind of like, you know, embrace that. Embrace everybody in your life.